I always say dancers should be like soldiers. Whatever situation, kuch bhi ho jaye, you have to perform.
This is Vinay Tiwari and welcome to Personalities Through One Lens. A Sangeet Natak Academy Ratna awardee, a Padma Vibhushan, Guru Dr. Sonal Mansingh ji.
I would like to make the differentiation between professional and commercial. I did not hear the word professional in those early years. We just danced.
Okay, oh, we didn't get the flight, there's no AC car, there's no cab. I just wanted to know how it was for you when you started and that passion for the art.
You know, jeep, public transport buses, broken down cars, bullock carts, and then to top it all, a tractor
Okay,
with a trolley full of those wheat and all
crops.
that. We stopped it. They helped us climb over that.
Okay, yeah, you have to get up there.
So then, sometime before we hit Bilaspur, the police and the collector, they were crazy. What happened? They saw us up there. Hello.
Right. Bharat Ratna for the artists, especially dancers.
I had made this demand earlier also.
Right.
But now with the social media,
Okay.
it has
Gone
come out in the
public.
open more. Anything that is justified 100%, why should it be overlooked?
Right.
And great art and great artists need national recognition. They deserve it. The greatest tradition, Shiva Nataraja, not Shiva Gita Raja, Vadya Raja.
Right.
Hello. I had a very bad car accident in Germany in 1974. My 12th vertebra is still not there. Collarbones, they're not in shape. They're all become powdered. And 4 or 5 ribs were broken. The doctors had pronounced me kind of a wheelchair case. I got up and Aramandi and I lifted Tay and I fell down. How much we have taken. आज का dancers को आप लोगों को कुछ पता ही नहीं है. And that is what makes us durable and believable. I repeat, dancer is like a soldier and dance for me sits at the apex of the entire art pyramid. But what is your own merit?
Right.
What is your talent? Are you able to hold an audience of even 100 for half an hour? Tapna padta hai.
Right.
Tapasya is a word, you know.
Right.
You have to go through some Agni Parikshas.
If you have to share your thoughts about this Gen Zs, what would you like to say? Clock it. Shri Guru Bhyo Namah, Namaskaram. This is Vinay Tiwari and welcome to Personalities Through One Lens. If I fumble today a little bit, please forgive me because it is not an easy job to introduce today's guest. She has inspired many generations of our country not only to be a good artist, but also how to be a good human being. She is a thinker and author and has mastered not only one but 2 art forms, Bharatanatyam and Odissi. A Sangeet Natak Academy Ratna awardee,
a former member of parliament.
Padma Vibhushan, Guru Dr. Sonal Mansingh ji. Namaskar Guru ji. And सबसे पहले तो I am blessed and honored to just being sharing a frame with you. How are you doing? How are you feeling? What's your thought on this upcoming our Independence Day? What would you like to start this podcast with?
Thank you very much, Vinay. I've watched some of the earlier podcasts with other very eminent dancers, and I like them. Therefore, I'm here.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You are doing excellent work, and this is very important for our times, especially when so many things are crowding our minds, our mobile phones, so much information about so many great people. So, on this Independence Day, I think it would be very proper to pay homage to those great artists who are not just artists but were carriers of great traditions, who walked the talk, who lived it in entirety, and who have left such a dharohar, what you call heritage, for us. So on 15th August, along with all the people, including my late grandfather, father's father, my parents, who all participated in the independence movement, went to jail, I pay homage to all those, not only before 1947, but right from 1,000 years were fought.
Right.
All those attackers who came from outside and wanted to ruin our great civilization. I pay my respects, my humble obeisance.
Thank you. I would like to start with a question. We often say that the great personalities are not born but yet created by the surrounding of the people, the thoughts. And as you mentioned, that you come from a family of freedom fighters and strong personalities. How do you see when you started what personality, what you are today, beyond stage also? And also, you have reflected so much on stage by talking women empowerment or awareness in world. How do you think and who do you think has inspired your personality to be what you are today?
The first part of your question or your statement, I want to take you there.
Right.
It is said that personalities are not born, but they are made, and all that. I have a little disagreement there
Sure.
because immediately the image of Adi Shankaracharya came to my mind, and so many others who were born or who are born with a certain talent, but with a mission given by Prakriti. This mission is given to everyone. Why are you doing this? I don't know, but you know.
Right.
So we all are born with this gift, and only those who are fortunate to recognize it in some way or other, then we talk about them. Yeah, my family, I was very fortunate, lucky to have some Purva Janma good karma, my unfulfilled work, to have been born there and to have imbibed the samskaras along with patriotism, along with a strong grounding in my mother tongue Gujarati, Sanskrit, Hindi, classical music, dance, sitar,
Right.
painting. It was a wonderful upbringing that I experienced. But even later, when I fell out with my family on the question of what to do after my BA with German literature honors,
Wow.
and of course, there's that big avenues, and of course, mother very keen, so many wonderful, great proposals coming,
Right.
etc. And I just had to run away after 2, 3 days, pick up my scholarship money, buy a ticket to Bangalore to my gurus via Pune. It was broad gauge till Pune, and you had to change at night to meter gauge.
Wow.
And imagine in 1963, I left with my little girl guide bag and hold all. And that was that. So your Purva Janma Karma, your Samskara, your Parivar, that's your family, your bonding with what you are doing and your gurus, and then somewhere that flame there, down there, the guts. And if you're guided by that, you never go wrong.
Right.
But the mind that plays the game. So that is what happened with me.
Wow, so wonderfully put together. Also, as Guruji, you said, ki those time, as you mentioned, 1962. Uh, let alone becoming a professional artist, being a woman in the field of where it was not norm to become a professional as a woman in power. How was your journey, if you see today, where sometimes even the infrastructure was not ready to protect a woman? Yet we a lot of time get to know a lot of stories, though we have come very far from that situation. How did you manage? What really kept you going as a working professional artist those days?
Um, I would like to make the differentiation between professional and commercial, number one. Number two, I did not hear the word professional in those early years.
Right.
We just danced. And my first dancing visit to Delhi in 1964, a 3-day festival at Sapru House. There was no Kamani, there was nothing, only Sapru House and IFAX.
Right.
And this was the first festival of its kind. And I was invited as Bharatanatyam dancer
Right.
from Bangalore with my musicians. I came on train. And Indrani Rahman, Damayanti Joshi, Roshan Kumari, Ustad Vilayat Khan, I opened the festival.
Wow.
You know what I got? 450 rupees.
Wow.
I've written that somewhere.
Wow.
In that, we traveled by train. I gave whatever was left over to the
Musicians.
musicians. They said, no problem. And that performance gave me that kind of great leap,
Right.
so to say. So, professional for me now would mean one who is totally dedicated to that.
Right.
And you have taken it up as your life's mission or your work, or I mean, like, I'm a Buddhu in other ways. I don't even know how to do the computer, laptop, nothing.
Right.
But the computer is here.
Right. Right, ma'am. But as a young artist and student of dance, I'm not sure about that is, but as student of dance and literature, we often see youngsters, complaining about things like, oh, we didn't get the flight, there's no AC car, there's no cab. I just wanted to know how it was for you when you started and that passion for the art, because actually even Indian classical arts was also in the process of being what we see today. It was your generation and before, a little before your generation, who shaped the entire dance forms what we follow today. So how was that entire journey as a artist to be in that situation when I see a lot of people complain about it?
Yeah, you're mixing up two journeys. One is the physical journey,
Right.
and one is the artistic
Right.
journey. Well, traveling by those buses,
Government
uh,
buses.
to go to Chitrakoot, the first Ramayan Mela, which of course I danced first. I've sort of inaugurated so many of these national festivals. It's beyond imagination. So from Delhi to Allahabad, now Prayagraj by train, and then those state transport buses to Chitrakoot, going on bullock cart
Wow.
to Badami. I mean, jeep, public transport buses, broken down cars, bullock carts, and then to top it all. I'm sorry, I'm going to take time because
No,
you
no,
are
please,
asking
please, please,
such
please.
questions.
I really want you to explain if I'm
From Bilaspur in now Chhattisgarh, then it
Right.
was Madhya Pradesh. From Bilaspur, I was told that a Malhar, fantastic temples, and I'm just crazy about that. So I and my friend Veena Ben, we took off. The jeep, of course, broke down in the middle of fields
Wow.
and nowhere, no one to be seen. And the driver, of course, took a bicycle. Somebody got double ride and went back to get whatever fan belt or
To
whatever.
fix it.
You're standing there. Hello. Then from far, sometime later, we saw a tractor
Okay.
with a trolley full of those wheat and all that.
Crops and other things. Right.
Huh. We stopped it. So they helped us climb over that.
Okay. Yeah, you have to get up there.
No, with saris and all that. And then, so then sometime before we hit Bilaspur, the police and the collector, they were crazy. What happened? They saw us up there. Hello.
Right.
And so such things happen. But, point is that we are, I always say dancers should be like soldiers.
Right.
Whatever situation, kuch bhi ho jaye, you have to perform. Nobody bothers to ask us if the marble floor or the grass floor or the pebbles everywhere or the even your wooden
Mud.
floors,
But yeah.
and they have this coming,
Nails
sometimes
and
the
something.
nails, some lacerated feet, there's a blood trail. You can't stop. You have a stomach ache, you have your periods. For
Right.
the girls, that's a big thing.
Right.
So many things happen. But this is why I say soldiering,
Right.
dancing, classical dancing, especially soldiering.
Right.
And at my time, I'm a solo dancer.
Right.
My entire career and about 5 to 6 decades have been solo with my musicians. That's all. And audiences there to see you. And then I say, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm not feeling well today. Hello, does it happen? Can it happen? Will it be allowed to happen?
Right.
And unlike musicians who can sit and sing and play instrument, dancer, visual, physical.
Right.
Therefore, I repeat, dancer is like a soldier, and dance for is sits at the apex of the entire art pyramid.
Wow. Wow. Adding towards that, recently you spoke about Bharat Ratna for the artists, especially dancers,
Only dancers.
only dancers. No one has yet received. Uh, and I feel no one better than you can voice this up. What was the thought? I really feel that you're the one person who represents and you have also represented us in the our parliament. So, how do you see this, and what is the urge of this public demand of giving us this privilege? Of
I
this
had
respect?
made this demand earlier also,
Right.
but now with the social media,
Okay.
it has come
Gone
out in the
public.
open more. And I would have really liked support from my contemporaries,
Right.
the dancers we are contemporaries. There's just 3 or 4 left.
Right.
We are the Mohicans, or even younger dancers.
Right.
Now, this is something that I can't explain. Maybe you people will know why. I only say that anything that is justified 100%,
Right.
why should it be overlooked?
Right.
And great art and great artists need national recognition. They deserve it.
Right.
And on one hand, you have 6 to 7 musicians, no doubt about their
Right.
greatness. But is that to devalue dance, the greatest tradition, Shiva Nataraja, not Shiva Gita Raja, Vadya Raja?
Right.
Hello,
Right.
whatever. So it was my. I've been feeling the pinch for a long time, and then I'm known for speaking out.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes, ma'am. Also, as you mentioned earlier, that you used to perform solo. As a younger student of dance, we often see now that solos are getting lesser and lesser and lesser. And there are a lot of financial things are also involved for a younger artist. There are musicians, there are everything. Even sometimes recently we got to know that maybe the lights person's payment is more than the dancer who they are doing the lighting for. How do you see this situation when these art forms are solo art forms and there is literally very less opportunity or not so many opportunities, because now we have so many students of dance? So how do you think about, what do you think about it?
Number one, a solo dancer, the road to becoming known, respected solo dancer is a road of tapasya,
Right.
of great sadhana. Looking pretty is not the thing. Mala Saraswati was by no means pretty, beautiful, lovely. And there were so many others also. So, in the times of thumbs up and thumbs down and heart, now the Korean heart,
Right, ma'am.
uh, we are all in a hurry. We, meaning not I. Everyone is in a hurry to get recognized.
Right.
And that is by whichever means. I'm not at all criticizing, I'm just painting the real picture of which you are a part.
Right.
Okay, that's fine, yes. The span for a dancer is very short compared to other art forms. But for that, a little more work, a little more dedication, a little more, what shall I say, bhakti. Tapna padta hai.
Right.
Tapasya is a word, you know.
Right.
You have to go through some Agni Parikshas. You're not prepared for that.
Right.
You just want to jump on the stage and get recognized. Yeah, social media is there for that. Fine. But how long does it last?
Right.
Solo dance with musicians is the one that I have always followed and recommend. I didn't have money. I borrowed. I took loans. I sold my jewelry. I still have those old bills. Okay. Now, that is the thing that I think we can't expect now,
Right.
right? And then there is duets and groups and choreographies and yeah, okay, lovely, fine. But what is your own merit?
Right.
What is your talent? Are you able to hold an audience of even 100
Hmm.
for half an hour?
True.
This is the question I think dancers should be asking. Whether they do it or not, I mean, such occasions.
Right.
But that would be the way that the mind will make them work.
Right.
Today, there's a lot of angik,
Hmm.
twists and turns and leaps and tribhangas and atibhangas and whatnot. Blank.
Right.
Eyes, my Guruji used to say, Krishna Rao sir, I don't want to see dead fish eyes.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So, well, anyway.
We also see this recorded music culture, which has come due to sometimes financial, even sometimes organization, as you mentioned, and being someone who is so much involved in, I mean, it's a wrong word to even use involved, the whole life you have served to the arts. How much do you think the importance of live orchestra is for an artist? As you mentioned that you have to sold your jewelry, take loan, take loan for those things. How much you value the live orchestra and music for a dancer's career to participate?
Uh, for dance forms like Odissi, Bharatanatyam, maybe Kuchipudi,
Hmm.
maybe Mohiniyattam, I'm not sure. See, Manobhava, Manodharma is a big word.
Right.
On the spot, on stage, something occurs and you go in that mode. You follow that sanchari.
Right.
There's some new idea. And it's happened so often. It's still happening.
Right.
Now, how do you do that with recorded music?
True.
Of course, the problem of musicians, but you can do it two musicians, percussion and vocals.
Vocalist. Okay.
You can make do with that. They are strong. You have worked with them. Why have sitar and flute and veena and venu and violin and so much and tabla and pakhwaj and sorry mridangam and whatnot?
Right.
There are solutions for that. You and your art have to be strong.
Correct.
Okay.
Wow. Uh, when you started dance, what was your first day of? Because now I'm moving more towards your practice of dance. What do you remember as a student of dance? How was the first day of dance class? If I ask you to recall that memory.
No, I will not recall that memory because when you're 7 and all that, But I will recall the memory for your audience. I had a very bad car accident in Germany in 1974. My 12 vertebra is still not there. Collarbones, they're not in shape, they're all become powdered. And 4 or 5 ribs were broken, and so many other. Anyway, so after the doctors had pronounced me kind of a wheelchair case in Germany, I was very fortunate to have, again, my good karma, to have a Franco Canadian chiropractor, very well known, who didn't know me. He heard about it and he came and he put me back on my dancing feet without charging $1.
Wow.
Now, after the 4 kilo neck to hip plaster cast was removed and there was some physiotherapy, then he said one day, Sonal, remember that first day when you started? Can you show me? Taiya tai.
Right.
I got up and Aramandi and I lifted tai and I fell down. Yeah. So I learned, do not take your body for granted.
Right.
Work on it, love it. Why? Because we are told, Shariram Adya Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. Adya is the first, Khalu, definitely, surely, Dharma Sadhanam, not Dharma as religion, but your Swadharma, whatever you are doing, you want to do. For that, we all need Sharira, the body. The body is the only vehicle. Shariram Adya Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. So if you ignore the body, your muscles give way,
Right.
your that strength, your what is that word?
Stamina, strength,
ये बार बार बीमार पड़ जाते हैं ना. Immunity.
immunity.
हाँ, more and more बीमार हो जाते हैं.
Right.
Why?
Not taking care of the body.
Yeah, and also not taking care of the body and not having enough
Correct.
inner strength.
Right. When we think about the dancer's journey, I've noticed, and I ask all my senior gurus, that is there any performance or any experience you had that you felt that day, okay, this was the moment I started for? Any experience, it can be a rehearsal, it can be a workshop, it can be anything where you felt, okay, this is where my journey was supposed to be today.
It's a very unfair question.
It can be many if you have many
Yeah,
experiences.
there are many because this is a good question for somebody in her 20s and 30s, but not somebody who's in 80s. And
In any experience you felt, okay, I felt very good about this, like not as a performer from the soul part, or you had.
but this is what I'm telling you now. How can you make me count dancing for the Dalai Lama, dancing
Right.
in front of south face of Kailash?
Right.
Come
There
on.
are many. Okay, so a lot of time also dancers, young dancer experience, there is so many things going wrong, the payment has been not done, there is a music is not working, raining or something, you have already told one. But do you remember any experience where you felt, why I am here, what is going on, why we are doing this, why I'm doing this with my life right now, something like that?
Momentary,
Right.
when the green rooms are not clean or
Right.
there's no toilet there, you have to go out.
Right.
So in early days, Khandwa and Burhanpur and so many, my God, And this Mani Shankar Iyer once said, "You are all 5-star dancers," and all. I said, "Shut up." I just read out 60 names. I just sat and wrote in a seminar.
Okay.
And Rajiv Gandhi, Prime Minister, थे गोवा में seminar, Kushwant Singh and Girish Karnad and all. Mrinalini Sarabhai couldn't come. I was the only dancer, and I said, "Hello, wait." So while others spoke, I wrote down. And I, Tirunelveli, Harda, have you heard of all these? They said, "Oh, what, where?" I said, "If you don't know, then don't talk."
Correct.
Dancers have gone, unlike today, in air conditioned halls. We have danced in all kinds of surfaces, in all kinds of places, in broken down circuit houses we have stayed. And coming to this green room and toilets thing, I'm going to write it in my memoirs again, that musicians holding a shawl, looking away behind the stage in the open, and you do your whatever you have
Wow.
to do. Yeah, all kinds. Ab kya bataun? You'd
Right.
laugh now, but just this is something. The dancer with the costume change, everything, curious audiences.
Right.
How much we have taken. आज का dancers को आप लोगों को कुछ पता ही नहीं है.
Right.
And that is what makes us durable
Right.
and believable.
Right. Right. So truly said. Guruji, also, I would just like to ask this. A lot of time, this question, as you said, that everyone is in hurry to become this famous, this, the quick fame, social media. You said, I've heard many a time where you say the importance of one guru in your life and their guidance. I feel it's the guru who actually kind of take you where you are today. Like, I am feeling very nostalgic and emotional while having a conversation with you, and I've shared that how it was my guru's thought that I should do something, photography or something, and I'm doing too. So it's a very emotional thing. But how do you, if you have to describe in a word, how would you say, what is that relation of a guru shishya? Because in often these days we are seeing so many questions on these terminologies of guru shishya parampara, and there is so much talk going on. If you have to share your thoughts about this, what would you like to say? Clock it. A little bit, maybe, don't you think so?
I'm learning these Hasta Mudras from my guru here.
Clock it.
No, और भी हैं, लेकिन Guru Shishya Parampara existed in many parts of the world wherever there were great civilizations.
Right.
Even in Japan today, sensei, guru, master,
Right.
and the disciple. But there's a difference between a student and a disciple.
Right.
There's a difference between teacher and guru.
Right.
Okay. Now this parampara, yeah, paramaparam, it has to keep on walking. When you take up a job in any business house or wherever, you are a shishya. Your colleagues or your seniors, they are guiding you
Right.
quite a few times.
Yes.
So that is a state of mind also, and a discipline. That somebody is better than you, somebody who knows more than you, and you are there to receive it.
Right.
Now, that also demands humility, namrata. So, today, a lot of self made gurus and a lot of self made eminent artists are there. ठीक है. It's all a sign of the times.
Right.
No quarrel with that. But Guru Shishya Parampara is something so fragile, so delicate, so fragrant that it is never going to go underground.
Right.
It will always be there. Because no human being is sab janta wala,
Right.
knowing everything. No politician, no bureaucrat, no artist, no one. We are there to imbibe.
Right.
like a sponge. And if you become like a stone, like my Guruji used to say, the water vidya just flows out. If you are like a challi, sieve, something remains, the rest goes. We have to become a sponge. Absorb, absorb. And when the moment comes, little.
Wow.
That is what.
Wow. So beautifully explained. One thing is, as I said, that you are not someone who has only guided people on stage as an artist, but also your thought process, the way you uh, explain life itself is something beyond our, at least our generation's imagination. In that, it is my privilege to witness many of your live performances and all the work you have done. One thing I have really noticed, that your emotional attachment and surrender towards goddess Bhagavati and Ma Kamakhya. What is that feeling as a daughter? And you said once कि माँ से मैं मांगती हूँ, खुल के मांगती हूँ.
Yeah, that's it.
So what is
What? I don't
importance
know.
of a spirituality in one's life?
No, Vinay, I'm sorry. I don't understand that word
Okay.
spirituality. I don't understand anything.
Right.
There's nothing to explain, nothing to think about.
Hmm.
It just happens.
Right.
And as I said, you're open to receive when it comes. Okay. You're closed and thinking, thinking, thinking. Then it flows away.
Right. So there are few questions left, only one. So now we are more going towards, and today we are, as you said, also our Prime Minister has spoke about the well-being. You have been talking about mental health, physical health. How do you think art can be very beneficial or helpful for the mental health of people? Now we are talking openly about it in this fast forward Instagram 30-second video reels life. How do you see that mental health can be helped by the classical dance forms? Do you think there is a
And
connection?
there's a lot of work being done.
Right.
Mental health for me is emotional health.
Okay.
It's your emotions, they begin to decay or to dry up. You become inured.
Right.
Nothing matters.
Hmm.
That then when it goes on increasing, like something, a good fruit or a flower, it begins to dry
Right.
and then sar jata hai. But we don't keep the sada hua fruit or flower in the house.
Right.
So any sada hua thought, emotion has to be cleansed out rather than allowing it to fester
Hmm.
within you. Now, for that, you need to be self aware, and your dance can really help. And so, not only dance, but then what are you carrying? What are you trying to tell?
Right.
So, it devolves on the artist to present something which communicates in a very deep way,
Right.
not from a high platform, but from a lower platform, and just saying, I want to share because it has given me so much joy. I want to share the joy and beauty with you. That's how I do it. I do it because I don't think that mental health, of course, the sociological circumstances, financial situations, breakups,
Right.
more and more breakups within few months of marriage, live-in relationships. There's so many things which weren't there.
Right.
And if they were there, they were properly addressed.
Right.
There were systems to help you.
Correct.
Now, with atomic families,
Correct.
there's no one.
To talk.
The parents are not with you. The children are into so much deeply into this parent mobile,
Right.
laptop. So things have changed a lot.
Right.
Within this, what can an artist do? That is the question.
Right.
And that question, I think, for dancers is very important Because when you involve the body, each finger, people are not aware they have eyes, they have eyebrows. They are not aware that they have a neck. They are not aware that with the mouth you can smile.
Right.
They are not aware there are 10 fingers and what that can do,
Right.
right? So the minute you open a little door to that, something happens. Something begins to happen. And then what you can do. See, you can make a flower, you can make a bee. Simple things. They look simple, but for the emotional, mental health, these are very important things that without any upakaran, without
Right.
any mobile, anything,
Correct.
I have the
Authority.
capacity to
Capacity.
do so much. I didn't even know. Then the mind goes in a different direction,
Correct.
in a positive direction.
Right.
So I say there's enough negativity. कहते हैं आपको दुख देने के लिए बहुत लोग हैं,
जी.
आपको सुख देने के लिए बहुत कम है. हम सुख देने वाले लोग हैं. कलाकार वो है जो सुख देता है, आनंद देता है.
जी.
So I think we have a big role to play.
Correct. Is there anything which scares Dr. Sonal Mansingh ji? Sorry, I just wanted to. Is there anything which really bothers you or maybe scares in a way? It can be anything. Looking at the surrounding or anything. Is there anything which makes you scared?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yes. Even today.
Okay.
The space between the green room and the stage. Really. But the minute one step on stage,
everything is fine.
that why am I here? Why can't I go home and read a book or Yeah,
Wow.
sometimes. Yeah. Because I think I don't take myself for granted. I don't take anyone for anything for granted.
Wow.
And that fear has remained with me. Not fear, but that nervousness.
Right.
And it's a good nervousness. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm not working on it at all.
Correct. That is such a. If you could have, as we are talking about the mental health and a lot of things, if you could meet the younger version of you, who's like maybe 25 or 30 or maybe 20, what would you like to tell her? Looking at the life experiences.
What would I like to tell her?
Yes.
Wait, baby, until you grow up.
We are always at the end of the interview. I'm going to ask few questions. On a very lighter note, apart from Bharatanatyam and Odissi, what are the other dance forms which you enjoy the most?
I learned Mayurbhanj Chao, that's
Okay.
without the mask, which is a very vibrant and virile. And I was the first woman to learn and do it
Wow.
in 1972-73.
Wow.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, Kuchipudi I learned for a few months from Guru Vempatishan Satyam.
Wow.
And he always lamented that even Hema Malini has performed in my festivals and all that photo hai. You have to perform.
Wow.
Somehow or other
Right. Is there any dancer or performer of your time? Yes.
Sorry.
No,
I
no,
just
please,
finished
please,
that.
please, please.
You know, I learned Kuchipudi for the specific purpose of understanding Karanas. And I'm telling you, I'm talking about 1968.
Wow.
Dr. T. Ramachandran, a great scholar, Natya Shastra scholar. And having learned Odissi by then, and Bharatanatyam, of course, before that, I somehow thought that the contiguous geographical areas
Right.
of Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, the Karanas, now they are talked about a lot. There is a beginning, there is an end, and there is a movement.
Right.
Apart from charis and mandalas and all that. So there I found that some are more prominent in Odissi, some are in Bharatanatyam, some in Kuchipudi. It was a wonderful way of understanding.
Right. if do you miss any of the great artists of your time to see on this stage? Do you miss any performer like you saw and thought,
Yamini ji,
okay,
Bala Saraswati,
Mm.
Shanta Rao,
right,
my own gurus,
right,
Ram Gopal,
wow,
and
many,
the great Shambhu Maharaj,
wow,
the great Kathakali Ashan, Chandu Parnikar, Guru Kunju Nair, Guru Ravuni Menon. Yes, I've seen them all.
right,
Shanta Rao, even I mean, the Sangeet Natak Academy, even Kapila Vatsyan, she never, they, she came for my festival, always 3-day festivals, every year, so many things. She came all the way from Bangalore
wow,
with a 14-yard sari and what jewelry. And you know, when she came on stage, whatever she did, they said she's cutting with a sword. You know, this. Look at her. Look at the sadhana they've done. Bala didn't have to do anything. She would just come and stand. Krishna came running for the audience.
so true.
I want to see that art.
Right. If you have to
Oh,
choose,
my Guru Kelucharan
yes.
Mahaprabhu, of course.
uh, if you have to choose between Bharatnatyam and Odissi,
Oh, hello.
I
You
also,
want me to be with one eye?
okay. Is there any specific? If you cannot choose one, any specific items like this piece I like, maybe a Varnam in a Bharatnatyam and this Pallavi in how if you have
You
to
know
choose.
that. Why don't you answer it?
Okay, ठीक है.
But
Fair.
apart from that, my own creation Natya Katha from
Correct.
2009,
Hmm.
that is something else.
Why?
You haven't seen that.
That happens.
Yes.
Ram
Yes.
Katha.
Natya
Nataka.
Katha.
Okay. I've seen all the recent work of you, the storytelling, the which you are doing, the kathas that we have
That's
been
not
watching.
storytelling. It is Natya Katha
Right.
because there is Natya there.
Right.
I'm singing,
Yes.
I'm talking, there is dance, there is abhinaya, there is music.
Right. Right.
It's a Natya Katha.
And we have been fortunate enough to see actually multiple time, and that is a wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, now we come to also another part. I wanted to talk about little bit of your very famous choreography of Draupadi. There is a very small clipping of it available on YouTube where you dragged the sari, and it was incredible to see. What was the? I mean, of course, Draupadi is a well-known story to everyone. As an artist, how did you decided to do what you did, and what was the whole thought behind it?
No, she just sat on me. Draupadi, for years and years, it was a demand from her.
Right.
And I had to do it. I had to do it.
Wow. Okay. On a very lighter note, it's kind of a rapid fire, so you have
You
to just.
keep on saying lighter note and then you ask questions like,
Sorry. Okay. If you were a bird, what bird you will be?
swan,
Swan. Okay. If a language, you can't.
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit. If you're a textile,
Hmm. Hmm.
not.
So, I should be some textile.
If you could, yeah, like if you could relate, like cotton, because each textile has
Then,
its own.
you're asking for choices where there are no, like I'm wearing this Assam silk.
Right.
It's as beautiful as a Kerala cotton.
Correct. Okay. If you're a flower,
Lotus, of course.
yes. And if you're a rag,
Durga.
wow. And if you're a musical composition,
What is that?
like in different people have different pieces to explore that I feel doing the maybe someone loves to do Tillana, it shows their energy better. Someone would like to do a Padam, someone maybe like to do a Javali or something like that. If your energy is presented in a form of a dance,
Varnam.
a Varnam, very nice. Okay, so we have almost this was the last question. I would like to end this with a one request. As you said that you have to follow your dharma, And we recently saw a lot of happening in our country as a younger generation. You said you're learning a lot of terminologies of Gen Zs and a lot of things. If you had to suggest some dharmas to the younger generation of the artists and students of...
I use the word swadharma, because dharma is a very big concept. Swadharma. What is my duty, my responsibility? What am I supposed to do? What am I born to do?
Thank you so much, Guruji, for being today with us. And it is truly my humble attempt to make our talk reach to a larger audience. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. I hope this was very insightful and helpful for you in whatever way it is reaching to you. Once again, see you in next episode of Personalities Through One Lens. Namaskaram.